Hi VC, it's Aaron, Muth Alamere. Today I'm counting down my top 60 records of 1983, and this is my favorite 60 records of that year that I have on one physical format or another. All these happen to be on vinyl. Later on, when I get to the later years, I'll have to use CDs and cassettes on some because I don't have them on vinyl or they weren't released. But this is my favorite 60, and this year is a beast. The top 20 is ridiculous. It's just like any of the top 20 could be number one. It's just crazy. And like even down to the bottom of this list is all albums I love. I had to leave about 30 or 40 records off this that I liked a lot even. So, but I just think 60's about as far as I want to go. So I'll just get started because there's a lot here. So first off, number 60, I've got Cozy Powell with Octopus. This is a great record. Love this. He's a great drummer. Solo record of him. Amazing, amazing, amazing stuff. At number 59, we got the self-titled from Genesis. Really solid record. I really like Genesis, and this has, it's got Mama, and That's All. Really good drumming, of course, from Phil Collins on this. Really good record. Solid record here. And, yep, there we go. At number 58, I got the debut from Violent Femmes. Really good record. I couldn't stand this band back in the 80s, but I've grown to appreciate them, and I really like this record now. Blister in the Sun was the big hit off this. It's kind of, indie, kind of post-punk, alternative, whatever you want to call it, but I really like this now. And then at number 57, the second album by this band. I actually like the first album better, but I don't have it. This is Listen by A Flock of Seagulls. Really good new wave record. I actually like them a lot. I think they're very underrated. This has Wishing If I Had a Photograph of You is the big hit off this. Really, they're really good. It's a really good listen, actually. And, you gotta love those haircuts. Crazy. All right. Number 56, The Romantics, In Heat. Really love this record. I was all over this when it was out. I really liked it. Talking in Your Sleep is a big hit. Solid record all the way through. Good stuff. Okay, at number 55, I've got Wasted with Vices. Really good record. Really good hard rock metal record. Pete Way was the bass player on this. Really solid record. I like this a lot. And the more I hear it, it might move up the list, but I was going to take another week for this list because this year was so hard for me, and there's so much good stuff, but I just figured let's just do it. It's just going to be the same 60 records. It's just going to be in a different order maybe, so I just went with it. Number 54, I've got Midnight Madness from Night Ranger. Probably their biggest selling record, had a lot of the big hits. Still Rockin' America, of course, Sister Christian, When You Close Your Eyes. They're a good solid band. Jack Blades, of course, went on to be in Damn Yankees, who I really like. Just a standard label there. And then at number 53, I've got a really great heavy metal, hard rock, I just like to call it metal, Australian band, Heaven. Their debut. Really good record. Listened to this the other day, and I was really rocking out to it. I really like this. They're a good band. I have another record by them, too. They're a really good band. Love this. Great stuff. Okay, at number 52, some Rainbow with Bent Out of Shape. Good solid record. They had Joe Lynn Turner was their vocalist at this point. Street of Dreams was the single, pretty big hit. Good stuff. Love Rainbow. Okay, at number 51, this is a debut EP, Arrival from Rail. Really great, underrated band. Not a lot of people really know them. They're kind of a progressive metal, I wouldn't call them like Rush, but similar, but a little more metal. Really good stuff. Similar vocal style. And I know my friend Ken Squires loves these guys. He saw them live and met them and said they're really cool. Really good band. I like Rail a lot. I've got 3 records by them. They're all good. Okay, at number 50, some Girls School with Play Dirty. Really good all-female band. There's a couple in here of all-female metal bands, and this is probably my favorite all-female metal band. I really like Girls School. Solid record here. I like a couple other ones a little bit better, but this is a really solid record. Really good. At number 49, got Journey with Frontiers. Really great record here. It's got probably my favorite Journey, well, second favorite Journey song, which is Separate Ways. Center My Love and Faithfully, it's got a lot of big hits on it. This is the last really, really excellent Journey record, in my opinion. I mean, they had other stuff that was alright, but this is a good one here. Okay, at number 58, another all-female metal band. This is a really good one. This is Hell Hath No Fury by Rock Goddess. Really great trio from England. Two sisters and another member, and this is a really rocking record here. I really like this. Excellent record. Great, great, great record there. At number 47, is that where I'm at? Yep, 47. I got some MSG, Michael Schenker Group with Built to Destroy. All the MSG records are good. This is no exception. Really great guitar work, of course, from Michael Schenker. Solid, solid record. Great stuff here. And at number 46, Riot with Born in America. Another really good record by Riot. Big fan of them. Really like this. Rhett Forrester is still on the vocals on this one. Really good. Born in America. Okay, at number 45, got Jag Panzer. Great album. I love this. It's an EP. It's got 4 songs, but 4 really solid, hard rocking songs. Great record. Love it. I play this a lot. I actually just got it a few months ago. I've already heard it a couple dozen times. That's how much I like it. Really good. And at number 44, I've got some Cool Kids from Kix. Another really good one. Their second record. Solid record. I think their next couple are their best, but this is a really good one too. Love Kix. Really underrated, great hard rock metal band. Good stuff here. Cool Kids. At number 43, I've got an EP, 3-song EP, but it's so good it made the list. Armored Saint debut. I love Armored Saint. This is really good. Only got, like I said, 3 songs, but yeah, man, look how young John Bush looks on that. Wow. Yeah, this is a really, really, really good sounding record too. I really love playing this. There's the label, Metal Blade. And at number, where I'm at, 42, got Heading for a Storm by Vandenberg. Really like Vandenberg. He's a great guitarist, really good songwriter too. This is a really good record. I like Vandenberg. I will be using this on another video soon. And there's the label, but Welcome to the Club, that's a great song. It's a really good record. I like that. Okay, up number 41, got some Power Games by Jaguar. Like this album a lot. I actually prefer this to the other Jaguar record I have. I like this one a lot. Really good record. It's on it's kind of a different label there, so I'll show it. Bass record, but really good heavy metal. Good stuff. And at number 40, I've got Oingo Boingo, Good for Your Soul. Really good rockin' record. I like this a lot. I really like Oingo Boingo. They're really good. Danny Elfman's a great musician. Good singer, too. I mean, this is a really good, this is like a party record. I really like this. Good stuff. And at number 39, this is a really solid record of amazing guitar. Guardians of the Flame, Virgin Steel 2. Jack Starr is just a great guitarist. I just discovered him a while ago, and he blows my mind when I hear him. Really good stuff. This is a great album. Almost like a, like Manowar, but not really. That vein. Not quite as heavy as Manowar, though, but this is really good and great, great musicianship. Really good record. I really like this. Okay, at number 38, probably my favorite record by this band, and this year is so good. I have it at 38. This is Seven and the Ragged Tiger from Duran Duran. One of my favorite of the new wave bands. I always like them. This has got my favorite song by them, which is Union of the Snake. It's also got New Moon on Sunday and The Reflex for the big hits. Really solid record all the way through. I like this record a lot. And at number 36, we've got Power Infusion from Trance. I am really liking this band. German metal band, and they are really good. They're just, their songs stick in your head. Great, great metal. Good stuff. Power Infusion. And this is a German pressing. I think that might be the only way to get it. And there's the label. Excellent, excellent band. They're really good. And, okay, number 36. Is that right? Yep. Got No Rush to the Wicked from Helix. Love this album, love this band. I mean, for this to be this low, it just shows how great this year is, because this is a really good record. I love Helix. Great Canadian metal band. Good stuff here. Helix. Okay, at number 35, another really good one. Alcatraz with No Parole for Rock and Roll. Really good band here too. Graham Bonnet on the vocals. Of course, has Yngwie Malmsteen on guitar on this one. Later on later albums, Steve Vai would be on there. Talk about great guitarists. But yeah, there's Alcatraz, No Parole for Rock and Roll. Great album. And let's see if this has an interesting. It's got a kind of different label there, the RCA. Okay, at number 34, Men at Work with Cargo. I actually think this is their best record. I love the song Overkill. It's so good. And, it's a mistake. High Wire, good, solid record by the Australian power pop band. They're really good. I like Men at Work. They only had, I think, three records, but the first two are just really excellent. This one's my favorite. Love it. Okay, at number 33. Oh man, this is a good record. This is Heavy Metal Maniac from Exciter. Love this kind of thrash metal, really good stuff. Another Canadian band, three-piece. It's pretty cool. The guitarist for the band Diamonds, who I really like, is now an Exciter. There's the label, pretty cool label there. Shrapnel. So anything on Shrapnel is good. This is a great record. Number 32, got the Rods live. This band is so kicking. They just are rock. They're really, really good. I love the Rods. And this is a really good live album. Great stuff. Great power trio. I should have used them on that video. On Combat. Really great stuff there. The Rods. And at number 31, I've got Huey Lewis and the News with Sports. I love this record. I don't care what anyone says. I like it. I saw them on tour. My first concert was the tour for this. And so it's got a special meaning for me in a way. It's just, I really like it. And Heart and Soul, I love that song. I Want a New Drug. So of course, they was copied but for the Ghostbusters theme song, and they won the copyright thing on it. If you listen to it, the bass line's pretty much the same. The song's really similar. So, really good record. I like Huey Lewis. Okay, at number 30. Man, this album blew me away. I've only heard it a couple times. It's already up to 30 for me because I like it so much. This is Nice and Dirty from Rage. Amazing record. When I first put this on, I said, man, that sounds like it's late 80s, like what people call hair metal. It's hard rocking, but it has a later sound than 83. It's really good. I like this album a lot. It blew me away. I really love it. On Carrera Records, good stuff. Rage. Okay, number 29. This is a great record. Billy Idol with Rebel Yell. Steve Stevens on the guitar, of course, is a beast. Eyes Without a Face, Blue Highway, Catch My Fall, Flesh for Fantasy, the title song. Really good. I like Billy Idol, so good stuff. Number 28, we got the Police with Synchronicity. Not my favorite Police record, but it's got a couple of my very favorite Police songs, like Synchronicity 2. It's got King of Pain on it. Really good record. It's probably the most commercially successful, of course, because of the big hit. I can't even think of it. It's got Walking in Your Footsteps. That's good. Miss Grodenko. I like this album a lot. Yeah, Every Breath You Take, of course. King of Pain. Big hits. Really solid record, and they have so many different covers of this. People try to find different things in them because they're like millions of different covers. And this one's cool. It's the record itself looks like this. You hold it up to the light, and you can actually see through it. It's translucent, and you can't tell until you put it to a light. Don't have a light behind me, or I'd show you, but it's pretty cool. It's almost like a purplish tint to it, but it's translucent. And some of them were printed that way, and some weren't. So I didn't even realize that until I was putting it into Discogs, and it said that, so I hold it up, and it was one of them, so that was pretty cool. All right, at number 27, and this is one of my favorite records, and it's my favorite album by him, John Cougar Mellencamp. I love this record. It's so good. It's got the big hits, Crumbling Down, Pink House's Authority song, but my favorite stuff is like Play Guitar, Serious Business, Loving Mother Folia. Those are so rocking. That's the most rocking stuff he ever did. Warmer Place to Sleep as well. And then it has the most underrated John Cougar Mellencamp song, I think, is called Golden Gates. It's like one of the best ballads ever, kind of a ballad song, but it's just totally underrated and went, I don't know how that wasn't a massive hit. Really good record. Love that. Number 26, The Ramones with Subterranean Jungle. My second favorite Ramones album. I love this. I just like Psychotherapy, of course, is on this. Really good, solid Ramones record. I like the Ramones a lot. It's on Sire. And at number 25, got some Breaking the Chains from Dokken. This is probably, I think, their weakest record, but it's still excellent. George Lynch is one of my favorite guitarists. Really good, solid record. Don Dokken's vocals weren't quite as good on this one, I don't think. They were not quite as developed. Kind of sound different, but I love this record. I'm a big Dokken fan, so that's a really good one there. At number 24, got Ozzy Osbourne, Bark at the Moon. Another really solid record from Ozzy. Not quite as good as his first two, and not quite as good as his next two, but this one's got some really solid stuff on it. Rock and Roll Rebel's really good. I could, take or leave, So Tired, but, I don't really like Ozzy when he does ballads as much, but the title song is so good. There's some really good, strong points, and Jakey Lee sounds really great on this record. I really think he's underrated. There's the label there. Okay, at number 23, Greg Kinban, Conspiracy. This is probably his most successful record. It's got his biggest hit, Jeopardy, on it. Solid record all the way through. This is my favorite of like the power pop acts or whatever you'd want to call them. But I love Greg Kinban. This is a really good record. Sounds excellent on Berserkly Records. Greg Kinban. All right, at number 22. Got some Merciful Fate with Melissa. Another excellent record. This album is so good. It's just the music on it. It's just great. It's almost like thrash but metal, but it's just really good music. I really like it. I'm kind of weird. I don't really like the ultra satanic preaching or the ultra Christian preaching. I don't mind it, but when it gets too preachy either way, I don't like it quite as much. And you get a little of that in this, but that's the only reason it's that low. But it's just it's a great record. Okay, at number, where am I? 21. Oh man, this is a good one. It couldn't even make my top 20. I can't believe it. Forged in Fire from Anvil. Really solid record. Some people think this is their best record, and it's right up there. I think Metal on Metal is, but this is probably my second. And it's solid record. I'm a big Anvil fan. Really great. I love their sense of humor. Really underrated musicians. Kind of pre-thrash. Really good stuff. Now for my top 20, and this number 20 was my favorite album of all time for a while. And there's like 4 or 5 of them in this top 20 like that. But over the years, I just like other stuff better. But this is number 20, ZZ Top's Eliminator. Love this record. It had a little bit of a synth mix into it, which I usually don't like, but it actually made them heavier. This is actually their heaviest record they did. It's got, songs like Dirty Dog and Thug, and If I Could Only Flag Her Down, Bad Girl, I Got the Six, Got Me Under Pressure. Those songs are like the heaviest stuff ZZ Top ever did. They're hard rockin' songs. And then to go along with that, they had their big hits. Give Me All Your Lovin', Sharp Dressed Man, TV Dinners and Legs. I love this album all the way through. Like I said, at one point in my life, this is my very favorite record. And it's down at 20 now. That's just how great this year is. It's just, this year, the music has aged very well from 83, I think. Number 19, Unchained from Thor. This album kicks ass. It's an EP. I love it. It's got my favorite Thor song called Anger. Love Anger. But every song, I really like the instrumental. Death March is really good. When Gods Collide. I really love this album. I'm a big Thor fan. This is a great one. Probably my second favorite. I really like Keep the Dogs Away, but this is right up there. They're both excellent. Good stuff, Thor. Number 18, another one that was my favorite album at one point in my life. Pyromania from Def Leppard. Beast of a record. Everyone knows the big hits, but the best stuff on here is like Billy's Got a Gun, Die Hard the Hunter, Rock Till You Drop. Just Coming Under Fire, Stage Fright. Everyone knows this. Such a good record. And at number, where I'm at, 17. Ron Haggerty and Chris Brophy. They might think I have this too low, but this is where I have it. Flick of the Switch from AC/DC. Definitely one of my top 5 AC/DC records. I prefer a couple of the Bon Scott ones better, and maybe For Those About to Rock and Back in Black, but that's a toss-up. But this one is so good. Like they always say, it's really underplayed, so that kind of adds to it. But every song is good on it. Solid record all the way through. Very, very underrated album by them. Flick of the Switch, AC/DC. I love every song on this. Really killer record. Number 16. This is another one for a part of my life that was my favorite. Metal Health from Quiet Riot. Just a great record. Love it. The song Metal Health is so good. And, Slick Back Cadillac, Love's a Bitch. That's my favorite on here. Battle Axe is great. It's just a really good record. It's a classic, and I love those labels, those Pasha labels. Every time I see that label, this is the first band I think of. At number 15. Now this album here, the most underrated hard rock album, bordering on metal in history, I think, because nobody really knows it. This is Hits. I love this album. It is so good. It's kind of like if you were to mix like Axe Offering with a little bit of Loverboy's energy, and a little bit heavier though. And it's just got some edgy guitar. Very memorable songs. Amazing. The thing that was a downfall with this is there's a song called Backstabber. It's an amazing song, but the video is so bad, I think it brought them down. Just because the video was like the worst video ever made. It's cringeworthy, but the album is amazing. Lady of the Night is just a great song. Love Blind. You're the One. I love this album. It is so good. They only had 2 records. Their second record wasn't nearly as good. This album is killer. I love it. And yeah, it's amazing. I love this record. Okay, at number 14. Another beast of a record. Mean Streak, Y&T. Maybe my favorite Y&T record. This title song just blows me away. Still, it comes on the radio occasionally, and it's just great. Love this album. Y&T, Mean Streak. Great album. Number 13, Debut. Great record here, too. Fastway. Love this one. Of course, it's got Fast Eddie Clark. Pete Way originally was in the band, but he never appeared on any records. That's how they get the name Fastway. David King on the vocals is great, and Jerry Shirley on the bass. But this is an amazing record. It's got the original version of Heft, which I really like. Really good stuff here. Say What You Will. I love that song. I like every song on this, though. Really great record. Very underrated band here, too. Okay, at number 12. The Debut from one of the big 4. And this is a great record. Show No Mercy, Slayer. Got it at number 12. I know a lot of people think that's too low. Some people think it's too high. But that's where I have it. And very killer record. Solid. One of the foundations of thrash music, of course. And I love thrash music. Really killer record here. Every song is good on this. Yeah, I love this record. Number 11. Black Sabbath, Born Again. One of the most underrated Black Sabbath records. I love this one too. Ian Gillan on the vocals is very different sounding, and the song, Digital Bitch is so good. Oh man. Zero the Hero, Disturbing the Priest. This is a heavy record. Very different, so people either love or hate it, but I love it. Killer record. Born Again, Black Sabbath. Now getting to the top 10. And at number 10, and this is only this low because it's an EP. Queensryche, debut EP. Amazing. I love it. It's one of the very best things they did. Probably the heaviest thing they did. Lady Wore Black, Queen of the Reich, Knight Rider, and Blinded. 4 songs, but 4 amazing songs. And what a great band. And they put out a lot of great records. This isn't actually my favorite, but it's probably their heaviest, and it's a really good one. Number 9, another really good one here. You Can't Stop Rock and Roll from Twisted Sister. Love this album. Every song is good on it. It's very heavy, driving, just in your face. Great record. Love every song on this. Yeah, yeah. Kids Are Back, Power and the Glory, Can't Stop Rock and Roll, I've Had Enough. Well, that's kind of funny. You'll see what I mean. Because next, at number 8, is The Power and the Glory by Saxon. My favorite Saxon record. Love this album. Eagles Landed's on this. Susie Hold On, Red Line. The title song is my favorite Saxon song. I love it. Great record. I love this album. Power and the Glory. Number 7. This is such a good record. Headhunter from Crocus. Maybe their best record. Got one other one I really like too, a lot. But this is their heaviest record. It's got Stayed Awake All Night, Screaming in the Night, Headhunter, Eat the Rich, Night Wolf, Russian Winter. They didn't get any heavier than this album. This is so good. Love it. And at number 6, and it's amazing this didn't make the top 5. This is another one that was my favorite record at one point in my life. Shout at the Devil from Motley Crue. I go back and forth with this and Too Fast for Love for my favorite. But, there's just something special about this record, of course. Everyone knows it. I won't even really go into it. It's got one of the best gatefolds ever, of course. And just an amazing record. Love it. Every song is good on this. I even like their Helter Skelter cover. I actually prefer the Beatles one, but it's a good cover. And Red Hot, so good. Yeah, really good. So now my top 5, and this pained me to put it number 5 because it's one of my favorite bands, and it's one of my favorite albums. But there's just, the top 4 to me are just, I don't know. This is Lick It Up from Kiss. Man, this is a good record, and 20 years ago, this would have been my number 1 for sure, without even blinking, and it's still, it could be my number 1. All these are so good. Dance All Over Your Face, Young and Wasted, Fits Like a Glove, A Million to One. I really love the deep tracks on this. Exciter, this is a heavy, heavy record. No filler, all killer stuff. Amazing. Lick It Up, number 5. Number 4. My favorite album by this band, even though their one before was maybe, I don't know, some people like the one before better. I think they're a toss-up. Balls to the Wall, except, man, this album just kicks my ass every time I hear it. I love it. Turn Me On, Love Child, every song so good. I just love this album. I've heard this 1.5 million times. It's great, great. And at number 3, I got my favorite album by this band, and I've had them at number 1 before, but this is Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind. Love this record. Sun and Steel is like my favorite on here, but I love every song. To Tame a Land, Quest for Fire, Still Life, just amazing all the way through. Flight of Icarus, of course, and Die With Your Boots On, Revelations. This is top shelf Iron Maiden. Doesn't get any better than this as far as I'm concerned. I like this one, Debut the best. Love this album. So that leaves 2 records, and this was really hard. I went back and forth, but in the end, this is how I picked them. At number 2, Kill 'Em All. What can I say? It's the one that started it all for Metallica. I headbanged to this album more than any other record probably in history. It's so good. A lot of people don't like Anesthesia Pulling Teeth, but to me, that is one of my favorite things on here. I just love it. Motor Breath, Dave Mustaine actually wrote 4 songs on this, and they're all really good. Four Horsemen among them, which was originally Mechanics. Different lyrics, of course, and a little faster, but this album is so good. Not my favorite Metallica, but it's right up there. And it's a number 2, so shows how much I like it. And at number 1, I could not put this at 1. Holy Diver from Dio. Just an amazing album all the way through. Every song is a classic. It's just probably the weakest song is the most known, Rainbow in the Dark. But, Stand Up and Shout, the title song, Gypsy, Caught in the Middle, Don't Talk to Strangers, Straight Through the Heart, Invisible, Shame on the Night. I love this album so much. And I love all these albums. Like I said, the top 20 or 30 of this, it just blew me away when I was going through and trying to rank them. It was the hardest thing I've done so far. And I don't know if a couple more years down the road it might be even harder, but I have a feeling this is going to be one of the hardest years. So, to recap, number 1, Holy Diver from Dio. Number 2, Kill 'Em All by Metallica. Number 3, Peace of Mind, Iron Maiden. Number 4, Balls to the Wall, Accept. Number 5, Lick It Up, Kiss. Number 6, Shout of the Devil, Motley Crue. Number 7, Headhunter, Crocus. Number 8, Power and the Glory, Saxon. Number 9, You Can't Stop Rock and Roll by Twisted Sister. Number 10, Queensryche debut. Number 11, Born Again, Black Sabbath. Number 12, Show No Mercy, Slayer. Number 13, Fastway's debut. Number 14, Mean Streak by Y&T. Number 15, Hits. Number 16, Metal Health by Quiet Riot. Number 17, Flick of the Switch, AC/DC. Number 18, Pyromania, Def Leppard. Number 19, Unchained by Thor. Number 20, Eliminator by ZZ Top. 21, Forged in Fire by Anvil. 22, Melissa, Merciful Fate. 23, Conspiracy, Greg Kihn Band. 24, Bark at the Moon by Ozzy Osbourne. 25, Breaking the Chains from Dokken. 26, Subterranean Jungle, Ramones. 27, John Cougar Mellencamp. 28, Synchronicity by The Police. 29, Rebel Yell, Billy Idol. 30, Nice and Dirty, Rage. 31, Sports, Huey Lewis and the News. 32, The Rods Live. 33, Heavy Metal Maniac, Exciter. 34, Cargo by Men at Work. 35, No Parole for Rock and Roll, Alcatraz. 36, No Rest for the Wicked by Helix. 37, Power Infusion, Trance. 38, Seven and the Ragged Tiger, Duran Duran. 39, Guardians of the Flame, Virgin Steel 2. 39, Good for Your Soul, Oingo Boingo. That was 40. Number 41, Power Games, Jaguar. 42, Heading for a Storm, Vandenberg. 43, Armored Saint debut EP. 44, Cool Kids from Kix. 45, Jag Panzer. 46, Born in America from Riot. 47, Built to Destroy, MSG. 48, Hell Hath No Fury by Rock Goddess. 49, Frontiers from Journey. Number 50, Play Dirty, Girl School. 51, Arrival from Rail. 52, Been Out of Shape, Rainbow. 53, Heaven. 54, Midnight Madness, Night Ranger. 55, Vices by Wasted. 56, In Heat by the Romantics. 57, Listen, A Flock of Seagulls. 58, The Violent Femmes. 59, Genesis, self-titled. And at number 60, I've got Octopus by Cozy Powell. So there you go, 1983. I'm up to 84 next. Everybody, rock on, keep it heavy. See you later.